I didn't get diagnosed when I was young. I didn't, myself, and my brother did not develop like the typical person with progeria. So it was very hard for them to pinpoint what our diagnosis was. But as far as development, I was short, I was little. I never really grew up to most of the size of my peers. My face started to change. I started to lose my hair probably in my 20s. It started to thin out. No one could explain what was happening to me. Dr. McBride out at Children's Hospital had us all come in, my mom, my brother, myself, my dad, my oldest brother, and he almost immediately knew, actually, when he saw my mom and me and my brother. He was like, oh, I have a feeling I know what this is. And that was in 2008, and I was 31. So I had gone my whole life sort of developing these things and not realizing what was happening to me. So it was very unique in the way we did get diagnosed, because my brother was having all of the symptoms that a person with progeria has, you know, like the cardiovascular disease, the way we're developing physically. But it wasn't until he had his first open heart surgery that they really, you know, tried to figure it out. So, which was, you know, it's good. But again, I've been like a science experiment my whole life. But then I was like, well, so what does that mean? I'm still alive. How is this? What now? And he was sort of like, we don't know.
Progerin is actually the protein that get produced in progeria patients because of that point mutation in the lamin A gene. And progerin is not supposed to be there, and because of the high level of progerin in progeria patients' tissues, that leads to premature aging. But unfortunately, most of progeria patients, they do not pass their 14 years or their 14th birthday. But the fact that Tiffany has been diagnosed with progeria, that tells us and that she is still a special case, because she's known to be one of the oldest progeria patients alive.
This is me. Pretty much tells about my disease, and this shows how when I was a baby you couldn't, you know, like you couldn't tell, and then you could tell over time. I would say when I wake up in the morning, acknowledging the fact that I'm alive is first and foremost. I'm winning from that point on. You know what I mean? So everything else is sort of like a bonus. So, and I have been just focusing on this and me ever since, and creating a platform of positivity. I'm using it to my advantage in the fact of it's helping me live my life more before it's over. And that's what I'm trying to encourage people to do. It's like, leave that other stuff aside. Be grateful with what you have. You can strive to want more, but do it in a different sense, you know, like strive to want to live. Positive reinforcement that I give myself every day. Cha-ching, I'm still alive.